Hi lads, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for letting me hit 500 subscribers. We're back out today in Lough Derg, making the most of this week off work. Really sunny day, I like to see it. Water's still a bit murky. Lovely sunny day. But see now it's stark contrast from yesterday. Still a bit windy. Don't know what that's going to do for us, but yeah, we'll go out after trout. I've no doubt we'll get a few pike. We picked up a perch yesterday, which was mad. But yeah, trying to get a big trout, that's the goal. Try out a few new lures today. I have a few in the box that I've never used. So, bit of experimenting. See what happens and stay tuned. Right, so lads, hope you can see me. I have the two Rapalas on behind the boat now. I have them cast out about 80 to 100 yards. Open the bail arm, let them sink down 4 or 5 seconds, close the bail arm and just put them back in the rod holders. You need to let them sink down a small bit. This time of year, early in the season, I get the trout. They're not fully up, the lane minnows aren't fully working, so the Rapalas, the Countdowns and the Elites and the X-Raps seems to be nabbing them. So that's what I'm going to do for the minute. Might try the lane minnows later on, but the Rapalas are working yesterday, so let's try them again today. And I want to try a few more lures there, the salmon minnow and the gravity twitch and stuff like that. So yeah, have them out there now. The two rods out the side, so yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm using these today, lads. They're the side planer boards to take the lures wide of the boat. I haven't really used them before. I'm going to give them a whack there today, see if it makes much of a difference with the trout. So I know a lot of lads swear by them, so it takes a bit of getting used to, but I'll give it a whack and see how we get on. It's into a fish here, lads. I didn't realise so far behind the boat. Don't know what it is. It's either a small pike or it could be a trout. I always keep the rod down when I'm reeling in. Stops them from jumping, keeps the hooks from pulling. God, I had a lot of line out. I didn't realise how much line I had out. Interesting now that I just came into the shoreline for the first time in the first hour and I had a fish straight away. We'll see now if it's a trout or a pike. Oh, it's a trout. Not a bad size. Oh, into the net. It's a lovely trout actually. You see there. I'll show you better now in a second. Hey guys, have this lovely brown trout first thing in the morning. Absolutely stunning fish. It was 40 centimeters. Gorgeous fish. 15-16 inches around. And he took the Rapala Countdown Elite 7.5 centimeters. I like them in the shallows. Just came into the shallows the first day thing. I was expecting a pike to be honest, and then this fellow was just in there hanging around. So I'm just gonna get him back and I'm gonna stay trolling along the shoreline. It seems to be working. So that's all I'm doing, lads. Trolling along. Yourself an old cast back. Hits the water, let it come out. It lets the lure sink down to its right depth. After a few seconds you close the bail arm and you can sit down. Everything's straight and out down there, and if you want to let out a bit more line then do. I usually do. Depends on the depth of water you're in really, but I like to get away from the boat regardless of how deep it is. just what works for me now. It might not work for you, or you might have your own methods, and that's grand, but I can only show you what I do. And yeah, seems to be doing the job. So I let out a fair bit of line. I'm the worst for that. I let out too much really, but it works. So right, that's enough. Set the drag back in the rod holder. Now that's literally what I do most of the time when I'm trolling for trout. So yeah, we'll see how we get on now after that. Okay, lads, into another fish here. Hit like a trout. I hope it's a trout. Could be onto a winner here with this spot if it's a trout. Knowing my luck now, it'll be a pike. Keep the rod down when you're reeling. Hit really hard. The rod was bouncing there. I was looking away and I looked back and the rod was going 90. Really cool to see. Maybe it's a small one, I don't know. It doesn't feel too heavy. Yeah, another little trout. Under Rapala, same Rapala again. There he is, lads, second fish of the day. In the shallow water. Lovely little trout. Just slipping back. And away he goes. Now, alright lads, into another fish here. Not long after the other one. Definitely feels like pike this time. It's just a dead weight. It's annoying trying to get these. Feels like a pike anyway. The rod is a different take when they're in the rod holder, and if it's a pike, it's like a slow, continuous pull, and then the trout are more erratic when you see the rod in the holder. Just keep the engine going there. I didn't have too much line out, so he's only here now in front of me. Yeah, little pike. Had a feeling. How is this possible? I'm just checking this now. This pike is after taking two of my lures. One of them's on the side of his mouth, and the other one's in his mouth. What the? He must have just swam across after eating the two lures, the hungry little bugger. And he's no more than 50 centimetres. Having two meals, and he got caught with the two of them. That is absolutely gas. I've never seen that before. Just get him unhooked. Doubly hooked now. So lads, here's the hungry little bugger. They had a right go at two of my lures. He's getting lucky, he's getting released. No. Well, it's a quick tip. If you're getting pike when you're trolling for trout, even though you're using your fluorocarbon leader for the trout, the leader gets damaged after a few pike. So I'm going to just cut off 2 or 3 inches and retie my lure back on, because it's not worth losing it. It's weak now, so just retie it on, and then you're strong, good go again. So just a quick tip. Now that's into a fish again. Don't know what it is. Feels like a pike. It's kind of heavy. Just let the rod back out and boom, it went again. the engine. I haven't seen this lad yet. I'd say he's not too bad. Fighting hard, went down under the boat. Had to stick the rod under the water to get him. Haven't seen him yet. That's a pike. It's a nice pike actually. Probably close to 90, 85. Just shows how good these little Rapalas are for pike. I know I'm not fishing for them, but they absolutely adore them. Now into the net. I'll get a quick picture with this fella. He's not too big, maybe he's a bit smaller. 80 centimeters maybe. Oh, that's another pike. 7 centimeter Rapala Countdown. I'm fishing for trout, but sure, look, you get pike as well. I'll just show you him really quickly on the GoPro there, 2 seconds. Hey guys, so there's the pike. Little female, you can see the belly on her. She's got a few marks on her. Say she was having a bit of jiggy. Really fat little fish. Like, she's only about 80 centimeters, and I can feel the weight in her. Like, she's in some condition. So I'm just going to slip her back really quickly there now. Well, lads, the rod hasn't stopped since I came around the corner. I'm in 10, 12, 13 foot of water. Just going to change up the lures now just to see while it's fishing well what lures are going to work or not. Yeah, the Rapala Countdowns are definitely doing the trick. Hopefully, I'm just going down into the corner of the bay here. I might swing around and come back up. So, as you can see, what I'm fishing here, stunning day. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. 2 trout, 2 pike so far. The second pike was, she looked like she was full of spawn, about to spawn. And the first lad took two of my lures. He obviously took one on the left rod and swam across and took the one on the right. Hungry little yoke. So yeah, we'll get back at it. Right lads, just letting out the line after hooking into a fish. You know what it is. Like I said, just letting out the line. Bit mad. I see it there now. Hungry little guy. Whoa. Size of him. He's smaller than the last lad. You seen a pike that small before, lads? And of course the Rapala is down his jaw. Oh god. Oh lads, into a fish again. Can't budge it, I reckon it's a pike again. Just a dead weight. Feels heavy, but it could just be hooked awkwardly. So does feel very heavy actually, so let's see what she's like when she comes up. I have the other rod out, so I'm trying to keep tight on it so it doesn't get tangled. Here she comes. Pike are in right good condition. Bellies on them, just insane. Turn off that drag. Here she is now, right in front of me. Try to lift her up. Feels like a good fish, you know that? Oh, it's a big fish. There's a big pike. There's a very big pike. Oh lad, she's massive. I can safely say I don't think she's going to fit into the net, but we'll try get her in. Bear in mind that is a pike net. Pike has a fish in its mouth, so it's after eating something, and it's after coming up from my door. Pike is after, you see this lads? It's after throwing out something out of it. Oh, it's got a lamprey attached to it, that's what it is, a big lamprey. Lads, I'm just sitting here looking at this fish I'm after catching. Oh, she's an absolute belter. She's not far off the size of the one I got yesterday now. She has a skeleton of a jack pike she was digesting, hanging out of her mouth. She clearly had a good meal. I'm just going to get her unhooked and try get a good picture for you. Lads, I don't know if you can see that now, but this was in her mouth. It was longer, it's after breaking off. It's a skeleton of an eel or a jack pike or something. It's attached to the hook, that's what I caught her on, a small Rapala. But the hook that was in her mouth was double or triple the size of this. I'm just going to lift her on. There she is. What's that, 107? That's in the nose. 107 we'll say. Fuck, here she is. What a fish. 18.8 pounds. 106 centimetres. God, what a beautiful fish. On the trout gear. Rapala Countdown. I don't even know what I'm saying, so tired from it. But yeah, I'm gonna get her slipped back. Beautiful fish. Really nice to see. I'd say she might have spawned already, but she's in great condition. So I'll get her back. Hi guys, I just put that fish back there. What a fish. What a fish in such good condition. Had a back like a bull on it. But yeah, I'm kind of getting too tracked in here to fish for the pike. It's kind of fun catching them, but I'm really out to catch trout, so maybe I'll move back out into the deep water. But sure, you can't say no to fishing when it's fishing, you know. So yeah, we'll crack on and see if we get on. Got something on here now, lads. Just speeding up the engine and it grabbed the lure, so not sure what it is. Feels like a trout, could be wrong, could be a small pike. Yeah, it's a little trout. On the shadow wrap. Oh, that's another nice little trout. Small little guy slipping back there. Oh, something on here now, lads. Not sure what it is. On the shadow wrap again. I started trolling a bit faster Some zigzags. Seem to be onto a winner here. This feels a bit better. It's a nice trout. It's a fine trout, that one. It's probably the biggest one I've had this year. Now lads, there she is, beautiful brown trout from Lough Derg. He's 17 inches, 44 centimetres, I'm not sure what it said. Look at the head in her. Gorgeous fish. On the Rapala shadow wrap, 7 centimetres. Fished very fast. I was just accelerating and he wobbled it into a fish again, lads. Feels like a trout. Yeah, it's a little trout. There's it, lad. Lough Derg trout. Get a quick picture and let him back. Another fish on, lads. Haven't seen it yet. Oh, it's a trout. Lovely. Into the net. There he is. On the little Rapala. That's the lad that had the last trout. Little natural. Done the trick. Right lads, that's the fishing done. I'm gonna head back into the harbour now. Had a long day, had enough for today. So there's about an hour left in the sun. But yeah, just gonna head back into the harbour, get unloaded, and I'll catch up with you then. Right lads, just finished for today. Finished with 7 trout and 5 pike. I'm absolutely wrecked, had enough fishing for a day or two now. Tomorrow the weather is to be bad on Derg, high winds, so I'll be avoiding that. Should be out Friday, maybe Saturday, depending on the weather again. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and share with your friends, and I'll catch you next time.